papers emerged from traditions of graphic caricature. In the early 19th century, all along Fleet Street and other streets in London, there were print shops and crowds flocked to see the pictures in their window, as you can see here. And these were caricatures, or cartoons as we would call them nowadays. And here's another picture of a print shop window. And this was actually drawn by one of the star cartoonists of the era, James Gillray. And there he is. And even today, Gillray is regarded as one of the greatest cartoonists who has ever lived. And this is probably his most famous image. But he drew all sorts of things, and he had a liking for drawing fat men. And coming up, this is his take on the Prince of Wales. And as you can see, he's got a pretty enormous belly, but he is actually slim compared to some of the people that Gillray drew, like this monstrosity here. But the thing about the pictures of this era is that there were no actual characters in them. The only people you would recognise would be politicians and royalty. But that was changed by one man, and that man was Thomas Rowlandson. Rowlandson invented the first recognisable cartoon character. You would see this man, you would know who he was, and he would have adventures in different plates. And here he is, Dr. Syntax. And in the next plate coming up, here he is, he's setting out on an adventure. He goes forth on his horse. Unfortunately, he gets lost. And that isn't the end of his adventures. He then gets attacked by highwaymen. Now, around this time, there was also a fashion for scenes of club life. Here is one by Rowlandson. As you can see, it's pretty debauched. There are men getting blind drunk, and here they are, vomiting in corners. And Gillray did pictures of club life too. His is even more riotous, as you can see. No holds barred, really. Around this time too, there emerged a man called Robert Seymour, who is the main character in Death of Mr Pickwick. Now, he was the most prolific cartoonist of his era. He drew literally thousands of pictures, and he drew upon the graphic traditions of the time, and he produced this. Mr Pickwick Addresses the Club. It's the first illustration in the Pickwick papers, and as you can see, we've got a fat man, he's recognisable, and it's a club scene. The difference, though, is that it's a pretty restrained club scene, and that's because public morality had changed, and the drawings of Rowlandson and Gillray were no longer acceptable. But this picture became for many, many years the most famous book illustration in the world. It was even called the Mona Lisa of book illustrations.